Hi guys, it's that time again, but this time it's going to be a suffocation special. Effigy of the Forgotten versus Pierced from Within, and we're going to start right now. Now, the mere mention of this album will raise some eyebrows as well as some nods of approval amongst the death metal fans that are watching this video. Like it or not, it's hard to argue against the fact that Suffocation is one of the most, if not the most consistent band in death metal history. Here we have their first full-length album, Effigy of the Forgotten, which I think is a death metal masterpiece. Deserving to be placed on the same pedestal as Altars of Madness by Morbid Angel and Human by Death. Starting things off, we have the monstrous track Liege of Inveracity, which contains what is considered to be the first slam riff in death metal history. This started off a movement pioneered by bands like Dying Fetus as well as underground bands like Damonisi. Following suit, and part of what might be the best opening 3 tracks on any death metal album that we have the title track and Infecting the Crypts, which appear on their Human Waste EP. This version, however, is definitely better, and the sound effect of the shovel towards the end is awesome at continuing the menacing atmosphere. Every track on this album is top notch though and could be dissected at length, but I won't do that here. The musicianship on this record is also outstanding. Terence Hobbs and Doug Cerato's manic riffing and soloing makes this a very frenzied record, but do not take that as menacing as sloppy. This record is far from sloppy. Joss Barron's bass playing also stands out. Creeping to the forefront rarely though, but definitely in a big way before said shovel section of Infecting the Crypts, which lends its menacing groove. Now, Mike Smith is definitely a beast behind the drum kit, and every time I listen, I'm in awe when I revisit this record because I just gaze at his speed and precision. Frank Mullen, what else can you say? He's one of the best vocalists in death metal history. His inhuman growls are looked at as an inspiration for many death metal bands, too many to count, but his growls and style have never, and I don't think will ever be replicated. To be honest, I don't think I'll ever get tired of this album. So switching gears, we're going to look at Pierced from Within. Now this is essential technical death metal right here. Every song rips, and even though it's an earlier release for the band, they still show their talent on here, as well as maturing when it comes to songwriting. I cannot stress how awesome this album is. The music and vocals are the highlights. They really shred both rhythm and lead guitars. Everything fell into place here, and they really show the genre that the talent like this is written on the band. Such great work. I really have no complaints here. Every single track is worthy of praise and worship, and this is not an exaggeration. The album is 45 minutes long, and the whole time it's just blaring your ears with just unrelenting hate. The vocals are somewhat guttural and tempos vary. Not everything is going on full force warp speed, but the riffs throughout the release are outstanding. The lead trade-offs are pretty cool as well. These guitar players work together so well. If there's a pinnacle album, this could be it. I will venture to say that this is one of the greatest technical death metal releases I've ever listened to. Not a thing on here needs to be changed. Everything flows like an ever-flowing stream. Not to sound cliche, but there's really no complaints here. It's all in precision. I really like everything about this album, the brutality factor the most, and the production as well. It's for an earlier album, the mixing is superb, but the music is really what hooks the listener from every aspect. Now, if you don't agree with what I have to say, so be it. But I think I'm right in praising the band for their amazing work on here. Every track is awesome, and the release is lengthy for a technical death metal release, but it's worth the time to listen to. It really shows the death metal community that it's possible to achieve success if the effort is put forth hard enough. Suffocation does it with this one, and from every aspect, the band just tops them all. So there you have it, guys. Let me know in the comments down below which album you think is better. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.